making in general is about technology. Architecture, design, art, engineering, material science, they are all connected by the made object, and that is where it comes together. So making stuff is technology, and that's who we are as humans, right? We make stuff. So we've got a house which you can basically put in the electrical connections to make a light, and not just any old light, but a light that turns on when it gets dark. And usually when we do electronics, we get actual wires and solder them on, but the wires are going to be paint. This is a new material, it's called electrically conductive paint, and this one particularly is called bare conductive. So it means that when we make this circuit and we create these electronics, we can just paint on all the connections. Hopefully. I've never used it before, so let's hope it works. Could it be that simple? Starting with the LRD, squeeze a blob electrode onto the layer. This is like grand designs on a micro scale, as shown here. Take one LDR, one transistor, one resistor, two LEDs, place them directly onto the yellow key below and bend the legs into position. Okay, it's fiddly, all right, it's fiddly. I mean, there's no two ways about that. It's a fiddly thing to do. It's time to secure all the components in place. Hooray! Okay, with the electric paint, yes. First bit of electronic paint going on. Oh, look at it. It's actually lovely stuff, isn't it? Very, very, very satisfying, actually. It's sort of gloopy. I think gloopy is probably the right word. When it's in a liquid form, it is actually nicely able to sort of stick things together in a kind of temporary way, which I like. You've got little particles inside this paint that are doing the conducting, and when they're in the liquid state, they're separated. As it dries, they end up touching each other, and so you have this conductive path, right? What's called a percolation path through the material, and that's what's giving you your conduction. I've also got officially messy. I have officially got messy now. That should be it. Okay, let's put the battery in. Is it live? Yeah. The difficulty with this design is you don't know whether it's working or not, do you? Unless you put it in the dark. It's not good news. There's something, one of these components is not working and the whole thing's not working. So I'm using another LED as like a tester to see where the power is going. In situations like this, I always like to blame other people. It couldn't possibly be me that got this wrong, could it? Aha! It was my fault. I had the LED the wrong way around. Idiot! What's nice about this paint actually is that even though I'm taking the stuff off and putting it back on again, is it still conducts. I'm sort of using it like a sort of sticky putty almost. So yeah, it works, and you know, this is a genuine moment, right? So it's taken me a couple of hours. I got it wrong. I managed to work out what was wrong and get it to work, and I'm very happy with it now. I'm pretending it's dark, and so the light in the house goes on, off, on, off, on. So what else could I use that electronics for? So you don't need to do a model house, you could do anything. So what I was thinking was, wouldn't it be great to take my bike helmet and put lights on it so that they light up at night when you need to be visible, and it would know automatically that it was night because we've got this little resistor that knows when it's light and dark. So could we just hack the same thing? And that's what's so nice about this paint, right? The paint allows you to draw on anything. This is kind of a combination of a kind of craft skill and electronics, which is what I really like about this. You just need the basics, and this is a nice kit for that. It really is nice. Electronics are as creative and as kind of fun to play around with as paints or clay or wood or music. There we go. That should work. If that works, it'll be a miracle if it works. I'll put my hand over this. It should light up. Yeah, it sort of does. Actually, we've only got one of the LEDs working, so clearly I've got some problem with the connection of that one. But look, I've got a sensor working, I've got a switch working, I've got an LED working, and all of these bits are just paint, connecting it together. That's incredible, isn't it? Here's a children's toy, which you get to know technology, electronics. You get this new material, which is a paintable conductor. You play around with it, you get it to work, and then you think, what else can I do with it? And that's what I think is a hallmark of a great toy, is one where it opens up your horizons, makes you think, oh, I could do so much other things with it. And that's what good children's toys do. They explode your horizons, they make you more creative, they make you think more.